If you shoot it that way, it won't be this way when you shoot it that way, and you'll get the whole picture. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you can just leave it right there.
There you go.
That's perfect.
Hysterics.
Hysterics, yep.
Hysterics.
Hysterics.
Hysterics. Mornings with Michael and Friends on Power 108.9. Yup, yesterday, sad news in Hollywood. Burt Reynolds died of a heart attack on Thursday morning at a hospital in Florida. Burt Reynolds was 82 years old. Burt was transported to a Florida hospital after going into cardiac arrest at his home. His family was by his side when he passed away. Burt had heart problems for years. He underwent a major heart surgery back in February 2010. His reps tell us that Burt had appeared extremely frail recently and was in and out of the hospital. Burt was a star in a lot of movies, classic movies that we think about. Smokey and the Bandit, Boogie Nights, and of course Cannonball Run. Just to name a few of the movies he played in. For those that do not remember or do not know the history of Atlanta, Georgia, Burt also played in a movie called Sharky's Machine that was filmed here in the city of Atlanta. One of the last scenes in the movie, Burt shot the bad guy, and the bad guy fell out of the window, and he fell out of Peachtree Plaza. I don't know if you've ever seen that. We will, if you haven't, we'll put up that scene on the website. That's like, I remember some of the first movies being shot here. But rest in peace to Burt Reynolds. Also in the news, Colorado Springs, Colorado. Now, the management company of a Colorado Springs sporting goods store has decided to stop selling Nike merchandise after the company featured Colin Kaepernick in a new marketing campaign. We all saw that new ad yesterday that they played during the Falcons-Philly game, the Just Do It ad with Colin Kaepernick. Primetime Sports is in Chapel Hills Mall, and they had a sign up that read that we're still choosing to stand, all Nike half price. Just doing it. So what we're going to do is we're going to put out a challenge to all of our listeners today. I'm going to give the number to the Colorado Springs, what's the name of it again? Primetime Sports. Everybody's going to call Colorado Springs to see if we can get some Nike stuff for half all today. So we're just going to shut them down. Just have their phones ringing off the hook and just say, hey, you got any of them Nike, just any kind of shoes. We're just going to call them all day. We're going to bug the hell out of them. As a matter of fact, Colorado's in like an hour behind or something like that, 2 hours behind? Okay, we can't call them now. Nobody's working right now, huh? No. Okay, we'll call them later on this afternoon. Put them on robo dial. How about that? So, shout out to them. But yeah, shout out to them. They selling their Nikes at half price or whatever. But the hell with y'all. Hey, in the building with us today, my new friends. They hanging out with us. Y'all ready?
We're ready.
Y'all got them cameras rolling over there?
They're rolling.
Hysterics, right? Did I say it right?
Hysterics, yes.
Hysterics.
You like to put a little spin on it. It's not quite there.
Not quite there. Hysterics is in the building today. Good morning, ladies.
Good
morning.
morning.
Did y'all stay up and watch the game last night?
I did not.
No, nobody at all.
No.
Melanie and Letitia in the building with us today. Hysterics. I heard you guys talking earlier about what hysterics is. Remind me what you said.
Hysterics is a non-conventional way, safe way to de-stress. All of us have issues that cause us stress every day. So what we do is we try to mimic those environments, and that way you're able to come into our environment, relieve some stress, and hopefully go back to everyday life with a clear mind.
There you go. What are some of the biggest issues that cause stress to individuals?
Work-life balance, or should I say life-work balance, because life always comes first. We can't avoid it. But you got your kids at home, they're entitled, they're getting on your daggone nerves. You got your boss at work, your lazy co-workers. You got Atlanta traffic. You got to have a good attitude when you get to your destination before you even meet all these things. So all of those things cause stress. Just waking up in the morning, we're faced with our bills need to be paid. Just everyday life.
Yep.
Life happens.
Yeah,
yes, it happens.
How did this company start for y'all?
So it's like literally started from a bad day at work. Literally, I used to live in the DC area. I was sitting in the middle of traffic, taking 3 hours down 95 trying to get home. I called Melody up and I was like, ugh. You know, after you have a bad day at work, you don't want to sit in traffic for 3 hours.
Right.
So, you know, that's just kind of festering and building up. And I said, you know, I wish there was somewhere I can go to release some stress. We need to do an anger release center. And it started from this conversation and evolved to what we've done now, which is what we have the mobile trailer. And like Melanie said, we mimic those types of environments like your office with the computers and everything going there. We let you come on, choose your weapon, a bat, a golf club, a sledgehammer, and you just smash it up. Do everything that you thought about doing at work, but can't. We provide a safe, legal environment.
Non-judgmental environment.
Non-judgmental, no repercussions. You don't go to jail. The angry girlfriend who wants to slash a tire, bust out a window. We'll put a window in there for you.
And you can do that.
And
not have to pay bail money.
Wow, that is awesome. Now, how long has the company been doing it? How long have you been doing
A year and a
this?
half now.
Really?
Yes.
Now, this sounds like a great team builder or stress reliever for corporations, because I'm sure that line be long when y'all come down, when they come downstairs.
That's our number one market. Yep, corporate team building. So not only do we come out and bring the trailer, but we do workshops with it to talk to you about effective ways to manage your stress and work-life balance and anger release. So we package it all together, and then they come out, get on the trailer. We got speakers on there. We get your song queued up, whatever inspiration you need, and just go to town and let it go.
Now, when we talk about managing your stress, some people have different ways of doing it. Like you said, grab that bat, slash those tires or whatever. Some people just like a quiet environment. What's some of the best advice to release stress, especially in a workplace?
Well, of course, you cannot go into your job and throw the computer on the floor. We do not suggest that any of you guys do that. However, you can always utilize our service. We're convenient. We come to you. So after you get home, you can absolutely give us a call, schedule some time with us. You know, people have different ways of relieving stress. Some people go get massages. Others take long weekends away. You know, some people just need to step away for a moment. But we provide an option.
Over there, you guys.
But we just provide an alternative option.
Yeah. And how can we get in contact with you?
You absolutely can call us at 770-617-1885 or hit us up on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, at HystericsNC. That handle is at HYSTERICSNC.
There you go. And we'll come back. We're going to talk more about it. We're going to talk about some ways that we can help de-stress today. Obviously, I'm kind of stressed out today, especially because Patrick didn't let me get in that movie, though. I'm still mad about. I'm still bitter about that. Hey, when we come back, we got your birthdays and shout-outs today. Also, I'll tell you about the couple that y'all heard the story about the couple that gave the homeless man gave him $20 for gas, and they raised all the money, $400,000. I'm gonna tell you what happened to the $400,000. He ain't get it.
Wow.
I'll tell you what went down yesterday. This morning with Power 108.9. Mike and friends, all that good stuff. Wake up. Bo Tally comes here, Bo. You found the number. You found the number to that little spot. What you looking for? Oh. Because we're going to call them today. They selling their Nikes.
They got some all white Harashis.
Right.
What's the name?
They are Primetime Sports in the Chapel Hills Mall in Colorado Springs. They got to sell that Converse too, because Nike on Converse too. I'm gonna get us some deals today.
You sure are.
I don't want to.
I'm down.
All the Nike.
They trying to get rid of all their Nikes. Guess what? We'll buy them.
And it's back to school too. All the kids got Nike. All the kids.
I think they're just doing that as a publicity stunt.
Right, to get people coming to the store.
Yeah, it's gonna
Sure.
be people packed up.
Karen. Good morning.
Like the number.
So you like put another? Oh, okay.
Oh wow.
I'm here.
I'm reading some of the comments on Google.
On this store?
Oh yeah, for
Oh,
this.
so you don't have, well, do y'all have traffic like this?
Not like
Oh,
this. Not
nothing
like
compares to
this. She
this.
just said, oh my gosh, what we need is a pimple.
Which way you guys in?
I'm in Douglasville. So we're headed, yeah.
Sad.
Some people saying being good for dropping Nike.
Huh?
Being good for dropping Nike. Nobody should support Kathy. How did we
And
get
it's
shit
done.
to
Like,
it?
how long? You're from here, right?
I'm from the north, but I've been in Douglasville.
Mornings with Michael and Friends on Power 108.9. Hey, today is the 7th of September 2018, and did you know that on this day back in 1979, ESPN, yep, the Entertainment and Sports Programming Network, made its debut on cable TV. It was on this day back in 1979. Also on this day back in 1971, the Beverly Hillbillies was seen for the final time on CBS. Yep, that today. It happened. 71. I didn't realize ESPN was out in 1979. Man, they've been doing that thing for a while now. So shout out to them. Yep.
Disney.
Yeah, Disney, yeah. I don't think they were Disney back then.
Oh,
I think,
yeah.
yeah, they Disney just recently purchased them like a couple of, maybe 10 years ago or so. Hey, I mentioned Burt Reynolds passed away. We lost Burt Reynolds yesterday. And for those that did not know, this famous scene that you have on the screen behind you is from the movie Sharky's Machine. Now, it's really behind you, bro. Yeah, this is the final scene. He thought I was just joking. Yeah. So this is the final scene of Sharky's Machine that I was talking about right here. Tell me if you recognize this building right here that we're about to see. So the guy is talking to Burt Reynolds. He's a police officer, and now he decides, you know what? You're not gonna kill me, Burt. I'm gonna kill myself. And Burt says no. And then check this out. Bam! Look at that building. That look familiar? Peachtree Plaza, downtown Atlanta, Georgia. Yes. That's when people used to do stunts for real. There was a TV show on ABC back in the day called That's Incredible. I'll never forget. I was living in DC, and That's Incredible was one of my favorite shows, and they spotlighted that stunt right there out of Peachtree Plaza. So, can we expect any of those stunts from the web series, Patrick?
No.
Okay. Now, tell us about the cast that you put together for Scales.
All right. Well, we had auditions last fall. Actually, it'll be a year tomorrow, and we had about 400 people to submit for the auditions. And so what I did was I rented out a WeWork space in downtown, and I got together with some friends and new friends that are kind of in the industry a little bit, and we held auditions, and we narrowed it down to a cast of 10. And like I said, it's a very diverse cast. We have a Asian American, we have a Caucasian, white, whatever you want to say it, black people.
Mm-hmm.
We have actually a transgender character. Actually, the character is not transgender, but we have an actor who is transgender.
Okay, I got you.
But we don't address it in the show. So it's really, the way I wrote the show was to show these people existing in a world being judged about their integrity and character versus their identity person. And when we actually had a premiere in June 10th of this year at the Gathering Spot. We had about 350 people come out.
Nice crowd.
Yeah, red carpet, and we treated everyone to the whole season, and it's been pretty good. And
you heard that? We had a red carpet event. We had a bunch of people there. There you go. No invite still, right? Watch this. We're gonna get you on the next one. I hear it all the time.
Season 2, June 9th. 9th, 2019, season 2, for sure.
Can a brother get a little small role in that one though?
You
I
know,
can audition though.
We've already cast out.
Nah, I knew it was gonna come. And then I get a call like 3 weeks later, like, man, we need you. And then guess what I end up playing? The radio dude. Don't even get to show my talents. It's all good though. The way you shot this, 8 minutes. You did 8 minutes, the web series. So just straight to the point, get the message out right then and there. And we're beginning to see a lot more of that. Is it because of the way the industry is changing? Because of our attention span? What made you go that route?
It's a combination. When I decided I was going to do this, you have to research. And Issa Rae, who I researched, Awkwardly Black Girl was like, it started out 6 minutes, 7 minutes, 8 minutes. And because today's time, people don't have a lot of time, and I knew I wanted to create something that you can watch on your phone, digital, especially if it's on YouTube. And I needed to have short but great content. Being an English major, I know how to kind of cut to the point.
Okay.
And when I partnered with a larger production company to shoot this, the first thing they asked was, what do you want? And I said, I want it to be Netflix ready. So when you watch it on your phone or whatever, it's high quality. We used multiple cameras, real cameras. We had lighting, we had makeup artists, we had sound people. This was a full scale on production, and we shot 6 episodes in over 2 weekends.
Okay. And now with, like you just mentioned, the effort and time and energy that you put into the project, talk about the funding and the stress that you had to go through to get it. It sounds like a 8 minute web series episode is something easy that you can shoot, but it sounds like you put a lot of work into that deal.
I did, and the funding I knew because of what I wanted, and because I had to interview different production companies here in Atlanta to determine and to raise the money. I knew I got like a certain amount that they told me that it was going to cost, and I'm a person that believes in put your money where your mouth is.
Yep.
So I contribute. You have to invest in yourself. So I put $5,000 of my money in it, and I went to friends and some small investors, kind of say, hey, this is what I'm bringing. Can you match it, or what can you do? And we ended up raising the $15,000.
Investing in yourself. Investing in your business.
That's right. That's what you got to do.
Yeah, and ladies, for y'all, same thing. When you decided to come up with the idea, you sitting on 95, and y'all say, you know what? We got to do something. Talk about the beginning phases of putting this company together.
It's just like what Patrick said. You have to invest in yourself. And nobody else is going to sign on to something that you don't actually believe in as well. And so when Tisha and I crunched the numbers, Tisha's the number girl. We kind of got together, looked at our plan, what we needed, and we started putting money into it first. Just recently, we started reaching out to friends and family because we wanted to be able to broaden our scale of the people that we were able to reach, and started getting investors. And we just grind. We still grind.
Yep.
I mean,
It's
just
a grind
do
every
it.
day.
Yeah,
Right.
every
And
single
there are
day.
hurdles along the way, and one of the things that we didn't foresee was getting this thing insured.
Yeah.
It was a tackle.
Yeah,
It was a tackle.
yeah.
It was probably our greatest hurdle in starting up. So
Yeah. And look at you did it. For those business owners out there that are listening and talking about getting started or have an idea, where do you start?
You start at your idea, and you start just
write a business
nurturing,
plan.
that
Write a
idea.
business plan. Get a starting budget going. Figure out what you need to execute it. You gotta think it out and know that you thought it out.
Yeah.
We probably had a working document of a business plan for at least 3 months. They kept changing.
right.
And
Sometimes it still changes right now to
Yes.
this day.
Exactly. Yeah. Always changing.
Yes.
Forever changing. Would you agree? Because even with your business, with your production company now, we have to balance. We talk about
Right.
that balance in life, that stresses us out every day because we still got to pay the bills. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We still got life to live. We still got family to take care of, and we have to balance that thing. How did you balance your personal life and what you do for a living with owning a production company?
Well, I definitely needed you all back then.
Right.
But, it really was a scale. It was a balancing act because I do have a full-time corporate job, but because I'm OCD project manager type, I had a detailed plan ahead of schedule, and I met with the cast. I met with the production crew 6 months before we started shooting, and we would do run-throughs, table reads, discussing what to do. plan A, plan B, plan C. And what I did when we shot over 2 weekends, I opened my home up to the actors, and I had cast members were sleeping on the floor, spending a night. But I think it's because of the fact that I was creating an environment and professional experience that they bought into it.
Right.
So we would shoot 20 out. We would start at like 10 o'clock in the morning and shoot until 2, 3 o'clock the next morning. And no one complained.
Yep.
And it was because they bought into what we were trying to do. So in starting a business, you have to be passionate about it, but also if you're inviting other people into it, they have to be able to see it.
Right, you
also.
have to be able to see. It's funny you say that you invited the cast in and they spent the night with you and y'all did y'all thing. It was the same thing with Eddie when we first opened up Power. Eddie would be here getting the sound right, you know what I'm saying, making sure that everything worked, the cables were going, because I'm the one that I come up with the idea and I just jump out and do it. Like, I'm just like, okay, let me make sure wifey, you know, from a financial perspective, because she's the CFO, as she tells everybody in our life. She reminds even the young lady that works at Subway. She'll let her know, I'm the CFO of the family. Is that bacon gonna be extra? She will say that. But you know, as long as financially I got that piece together, I'm the one that's just gonna jump out there and start it. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna say, let's go. We'll figure it out as we go. But when you have people like Eddie that sees it, like you just mentioned, they see the vision that you're going towards. There were nights where he spent the night to make sure that everything was up and running and all that good stuff. So that's a great point. We see your flyer back there. It's back there on the screen. Yeah. What's up with that shirt though? Bro? I like that little shirt right there. Bro. I like that right there, bro.
I mean, you know, we were trying to. You have to appeal to your audiences, and also that flyer goes back to the marketing plan. We had billboards downtown Atlanta. We had 8 billboards to promote the web series because again, it's all about innovation. I don't think anyone had ever done billboards for a web series, but it was that kind of passion that has led to where I'm trying to take the show right now. Which, if I got time, I just want to throw in real quick to the listeners. I'm really working hard to partner. I'm pitching it with Delta Airlines because if you notice on Delta, there's no web series, and so I want them to add a feature to allow original content. And scales definitely is something I'm hoping that they will allow me to bring, at least on the domestic flights. Delta, Atlanta's the hub, so hey, let's show this Atlanta filmmaker.
That's an awesome idea.
So.
Man, when we come back, we're going to talk more. We got some great minds in here. We can talk about de-stressing also. Y'all got the van outside? Because I got some stuff I really need to get on my
Next time you need to have us out, we do tailgating.
Okay, we do tailgating. So y'all heard that. So we come back, we're going to talk about how you can get in contact. What's the name of it again?
Hysterics.
Yep, that right there. Hysterics. This mornings with Michael and Friends on Power 108.9. Wake up, shout it. What up, Will? What's the word? Hey, April. Hey, Laura. Good morning from Cali.
So yeah, I've been meeting with Delta back and forth. It's such a process.
I'm sure.
Their team that approves it, they're based out of LA. So I had to go to LA.
You need that shirt.
I had to do an entire pitch to them. And so it's been approved from the creative team. And now it has to go to the in-flight entertainment board.
I can't wait to see
So
that.
it's like I have to go back out there at the end of this month, but I mean, I feel like they're kind of interested, and the fact that no one has done it, and it'll be a game changer for Delta.
It will.
No one will have that, and then it opens the door for others. Content creators.
It's gonna be dope. You got that.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna add that to my prayer. You got that.
But yeah, as soon as I get to work, I'm telling them in their employees, like,
Absolutely.
because people at work are so stressed right now. I mean,
Because you're coming up on the end of the fourth quarter too.
Yeah.
So everybody's trying to get it.
and we're an insurance company, and so with all the fires and flooding going on, you know, people are stressed with claims and all that stuff.
Yes.
So that's what I was saying.
Yeah.
It would be great to. Oh, yeah. The meeting's not until 10, but we have a.
Yes.
I'm gonna do it as soon as I get to
Please.
work.
Thank you.
And I'm gonna email you from my work email.
Okay.
So
We'll keep communication okay.
I'm a little confused.
Morning. Mornings with Michael and Friends on Power 108.9. Hey, if you're celebrating a birthday today, happy birthday to you. That means that your birthday fell on the 7th of September this year. Well, I guess if it's your birthday, it's every same day, right? Okay. If you're celebrating a birthday, happy birthday to you. Also, here's some celebrities that share that same day. Gloria Gaynor is 69 years old today. Happy birthday to Gloria Gaynor. Also, actress Shannon Elizabeth is 45 years old today. Also, gotta say happy birthday to Kevin Love. Cleveland Cavaliers, Kevin Love, he turns 30 years old today. Actress and comedian Leslie Jones turns 51 years old today. Evan Rachel Wood is 31. I don't know how Evan and Rachel Wood got on the list, but they're there. Also, a couple of WB birthdays today. Buddy Holly is celebrating a birthday today. Y'all remember Buddy Holly? WB birthday is a would have been birthday, y'all. I forgot this is y'all first time being on the show. But yeah, Buddy Holly would have been 82 years old today. Buddy Holly died when he was 22 years old. Realized he was so young when he died. And also, celebrating a birthday today, he would have been 54 years old today. Eazy-E. Yes, can you believe it? 54 years old today. He passed away when he was 30, y'all. 24 years ago, we lost Eazy-E. Can you believe that? It's been that long? Oh my goodness, I wasn't even born when Eazy passed away.
Right.
Nobody. And we also got to give a special birthday shout out. Happy birthday to the man that created the man that's holding the phone back there. Eddie Sr. is celebrating he's the junior. That's right, Eddie Jr. is celebrating a birthday today. Eddie's dad is celebrating a birthday today. Happy birthday to you, Pops. That's funny because your dad is a junior. Do you ever call him junior?
No.
So that makes you the third then, right? Hey, happy birthday, Pops, to you. Pops is celebrating his what birthday?
62.
62 years old. Happy birthday to you, Pops, and enjoy. Turn up. We got some Tito's over here for you, Pop. He ain't down with that?
Yes.
Hey, when we come back, we're going to talk more with our crew that's in the building. This morning's with Michael and Friends on Power 108.9. Talking about, yeah, right. What's up, Clarissa? Hey, shout it. Mornings with Michael and Friends on Power 108.9. Hey, Rodney Ripley, he's 54. He proposed to Jennifer back in December 2011, but they split less than a year later. Now, Ripley asked for her to return the ring, but she refused, saying that she was dealing with the aftermath of Hurricane Sandy. So she said no. Well, guess what? The suit has taken 5 years because Rutten tried to get the case thrown out because he took it to court and said, I want my damn ring back. And she started accusing him of abusiveness and saying that she wasn't going to get a ring back. Well, guess what? In New York, an engagement ring is legally considered a condition for marriage and not a gift. And she had to return the ring. Yep. Made her return it. So now she is out there waiting tables and doing all that stuff, just get the money to pay him back for that ring. It's a condition. I agree. Yeah. If we don't get married, I need my ring back. The ladies
That is some
music off.
foolishness.
No, that's not.
That is some foolishness.
What, have to get a ring back?
When you give the ring, that is a gift.
It is for that person.
Right.
It is an individualized. It is for that
Right.
individual
It is for
person.
that
So if you ever need to buy another ring, you need to go buy another ring
Right.
for another person.
I disagree. The ring is a promise, and if that promise is not, it's a broken promise, then the ring should go. Why would you still want to hold
But
it?
it's a promise to that person. I like to believe that when you picked out that
Right.
ring for
You
that
need to get your money
person,
back,
no,
too.
exactly, no. That ring is for me to decide what to do with. Thank you.
Now, word of the street was that he paid $35,000 for the
ring's
ring.
coming back.
No, I'm
So,
keeping
how much?
the ring.
$35,000 for the ring.
Oh, yeah.
And then she pawned it at the pawn shop. They gave her $40 for it.
We can in support of that now.
Pawn shops jump you off, don't they? All day. But no, I was just joking about that part right there. But the thing is, it's a condition. I think that it's a condition of the marriage, and you should get a ring back. That's so unfair. I'm stressed out now.
Come on to hysterics.
Right, that's what I'm about to say. What do they need to do?
Just come on to
Look, we
hysterics.
get calls for divorce parties
All the time.
Really? That's what I was going to ask you.
Yes.
Outside of corporate America, what are some of the things that people call you up for?
So like I said, people call us. We get a lot of phone calls from women for divorce parties
And breakups.
They just want to post the guy's face up. They've got some stuff of his they want to put on the trailer and break that up in addition to what we have on the trailer as well. So that's probably the number one private party call that we get.
It is.
Okay.
Yes, females make up a large part of our business.
I got you, yeah. And we can make a movie out of that, out of the being in the trailer, right? Let's see what
We
they
definitely would love to be on scales. You know, that second season.
Second season, right? We both plugging out there.
Right. But outside of that, you can do tailgating. We have 2 rooms on the trailer, so we'll outfit one side for one team, the other side for the other team. So if you want to go smash up the opposing team's paraphernalia, go ahead, have it out. Yeah, so
and it's yours. So for the time that you have it, you can come in and out of the trailer. You can do that before the game or after if you know your Falcons lost. If you need to de-stress.
We behind. That was yesterday. You always going to the past.
But if you needed to de-stress, we got you after that game.
Well, we appreciate that definitely.
So birthday parties, just because you want to try something different, do something for fun. Any occasion.
Now, for those that want to contact you again, how do they do that?
So they can hit us up on social media, Instagram, Facebook, or Twitter at HystericsNC. That's HYSTERICSNC.
There you go. Hey, when we come back, we're going to talk more. We're going to get ourselves in this second season, by the way.
We are.
We're going to make that happen.
We are working on it.
Working on it. This morning with Mike and Friends on Power 108.9. Shout it. Women with these parties. Yeah.
We do a lot of those parties.
Yes.
I want to see this trailer. You got some pictures of the trailer?
Yeah, okay.
It's on Instagram?
It's actually on our website. And it is on Instagram as
it's
well.
on Facebook too.
My wife told me, I agree, she keeps the ring.
I am not.
Tasha, she does not keep the ring.
That ain't.
Only reason I knew that, I knew too that. You
So the
could-
website
they
is
had-
Hysterics
I watched
LLC.
Judge Judy, and they
Yeah,
had
take
a
out the
similar case
NC,
on there, and
but
Judge Judy
that's
said, well,
LLC.com.
legally the conditions, it's a promise, and if it's not fulfilled, then the ring
Constructive.
goes to
So
the
sad,
person
so
who
just-
purchased it. And that's where I was like, oh, well, you gotta give it back.
You gonna have to take me on Judge Judy.
Yeah.
You gonna have to
And I'm
fight for
still
this.
gonna probably appeal it.
Yeah. You gonna have
Can
to
you
fight
appeal
for
Judge
this.
Judy?
I'll try. We'll find
Right.
out.
Right.
So Melanie is a nurse.
Melanie is a nurse.
Tasha does some HR. I know you be stressing out in that damn HR room. Yes, it's a gift. People saying it's a gift, y'all. You gotta give. I mean, it's a condition.
Oh, the ring.
A conditional gift. That's what they
That's
say.
what he said,
Conditional
yeah.
gift. I need my ring back. Especially if you called off the wedding.
But if she called it off because of something you did,
Right.
no.
If it was justifiably called off.
Exactly. If it's justifiably called off, that's
Yes.
a good term, Tay.
Yes.
That is a good term.
Mornings with Michael and Friends on Power 108.9. Hysterics is in the building. That's it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
Hysterics
finally.
is in the
You know,
building with us today. We're talking about stressing and de-stressing. You can check out the website, y'all. It's hystericsllc.com. We're just talking about your backgrounds.
Yes.
Two different backgrounds. HR and nursing. Two
Yes.
very stressful jobs.
We can't be-
What do y'all do to de-stress?
Well, I've been known to participate in hysterics. So has Tisha. But other than that, I like to travel. Me and Tisha sometimes travel together. Different things. I think it whatever calls for at the moment. So I might just get away, go shopping or whatever, you know.
What about you, Tish?
Working out.
Okay.
When I working out,
Okay.
when I can find the time to do so. But I do like to work out to de-stress. That's a good one for me. Yoga, a little boot camp action.
Yeah.
Just sort of makes me feel better.
Yeah. What about you, Patrick? What do you do to de-stress?
I travel.
Okay.
I take lots of trips.
Okay.
Lots of trips.
Yeah, and that's the best way for a lot of people, just to get away, to get like it's so much activity going on up here. Like we got some new neighbors that moved in, so I'm so happy that we're filling up and getting crunk up in here. So I'm sorry, I'm so easily distracted. If you say squirrel, I'm like, well, was that a squirrel? That's what I'll say. But Hysterics, amazing job. The concept is amazing, and we were just laughing like the women make up a big
Majority of our business.
majority
For
of
our
the
personal,
business.
our private events.
What are they smashing and breaking in there?
There can be various
You know,
objects.
somebody's PlayStation.
Yeah,
4.
somebody's PlayStation. We have pictures, lots of pictures of, you know, him and her or whomever. What else is?
But it sounds fun though. It
It
really
is.
It
It
is.
is fun.
I mean, we have people that are a little hesitant or reluctant sometimes who maybe at the corporate team buildings. We also do festivals out in Atlanta, but they come in and they do, I don't know, I'll try it. And then they walk off and they're like, oh wow, that was amazingly therapeutic.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I didn't think I would enjoy doing something like that. Like they approach us like, why would I break stuff? Why would I do this? Why would I break this perfectly good computer? Well, and then after they do it, like, oh my gosh, can I
It
do it
was
again?
great.
Right.
Right?
Exactly.
So-
You always want to throw something at someone. What do you have? Anything coming up, or what's the next step?
Absolutely. So speaking of our festivals, we're actually going to be at the Candler Fall Festival
Okay.
at the end of this month. That's September the 29th and 30th.
Mm-hmm.
And that's at Candler Park here in Atlanta.
Uh-huh. And what's next for the company? What's your, you go on Shark Tank and you hear them pitching, their companies, and they always ask, so what's the next step for you guys?
Well, we want to be international. We want to be that company that other companies think of when they think of employee retreats, team building. We want to be that company that people are like, okay, I'm getting married or I'm getting divorced, whatever. I need to call them. We need them because this is a stressful time and we want to de-stress and bring back that balance that Patrick mentioned earlier.
Yeah, and going back to the balance, Patrick, for you, we talked about the next step. Like the first step with you was the idea, and then you shot it, you got it all together. Now you're doing your festivals and it's ready. You mentioned Netflix, looking to do Netflix, and we also talked about Delta in that next step. For people that are, they have a business or they're doing something, and they want to go to another level. Where do they start when it's time to look for what's next?
I think you have to be self-motivated.
Mm-hmm.
You have to be your own biggest fan, because I think that's what drives you to want to go forward. Like, I wake up every morning and of course I do like a 5-minute meditation moment, but then I do my own affirmation, my self-affirmation, like today's gonna be great, you're gonna go out there and kill it. And for me, because I'm a Gemini, just like Tupac, June 16th, I put on some Tupac and that gets my day going. So
Right.
find that thing that keeps you motivated, and when you feel like giving up, just go back to thinking of the root of who you are and just keep moving forward.
There you go. That's what I'm talking about. Hey, when we come back, we're going to go to the top of the hour. I'll tell you about Nicki Minaj and what she did for old Jeffrey Owens. And also, the people that took the money from the homeless guy. Well, they started a GoFundMe account for the homeless guy. I'm going to tell you what they did with the money, and I'll tell you who's knocking at their door, because you don't want the alphabet boys knocking on your door. They knocked on theirs yesterday. It's more with Mornings and Mike and Frank. Power 108.9. Shout it. Wake up. The majority calls across the country classify engagement rings as a conditional gift. There we go. Going back to the rings again.
It is not conditional.
How are you?
Good morning,
What's up, brother? How you been?
Good, how are you?
Good. We're gonna bring you up in 1 second, okay?
Okay, give me a hug. I just fell through the door, you
Yo,
know that,
man,
right?
you should have seen.
So funny.
Yeah.
You grabbed my hair.
She did one of the.
I had a baby and everything.
Oh, you did? Look at you.
She did one of the band joints.
Yeah. The worst was the grabbing on the hair.
It was in slow motion.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning. Hey, how you doing?
Yeah, usually I would be filming, but you should have
Yeah.
start the morning off like that.
Should have chosen somewhere and get the camera out. So you can see.
You won't see these no more.
Just to see if somebody fall.
You won't see me in these no more.
Oh, we will.
Who's Corey? Corey said this up.
Yes.
Yes, Corey Barnes. I grew up with Corey in
Okay.
Newport News.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You have this northern accent, like.
Everybody hears it. I grew up, had part of my life in Connecticut. So the younger portion of my life, I lived in Connecticut. That's where I kind of got my bearings from
Okay, I
Hartford.
got you.
And so I guess it has just continued
Yeah.
throughout. Like, because everyone says that.
Yeah, I hear
Yeah,
that.
are y'all from Connecticut?
Oh no,
Oh.
Mississippi.
Okay.
No, my husband's from
It's like completely at the bottom.
Hartford.
boy.
Yeah, exactly.
Kira, when's your show?
It's next weekend in
Okay.
Miami.
Okay, oh, you gonna be in Miami.
Yeah.
Where's the you got the record? Is it on iTunes?
It is. You gotta get the clean version though.
Nah, we good.
Uh,
Hold on, what you talking about?
yeah, it's a little different from what I normally do. So
Really? What's the name of the record?
trunk,
Chunk?
Trump.
like put them in the
Oh,
trunk.
Trump.
To clarify that.
Called trunk. Yeah, it literally just came out this morning.
Oh, nice.
Well, okay, what's your name?
My name is Kiara Lachey.
Kiara Lachey. Where
Yeah.
I've heard that name. I have, and I don't know.
Maybe.
Okay, I'm gonna listen. Kiara Lachey. It's
Yeah.
on what medium?
Any
on YouTube that does the workouts.
I am. I do that
I missed that.
Oh my God!
Good morning.
Yes, that is where I know you from. Yes.
She's on Pop Sugar now.
Yes.
I follow you.
I follow you as well, but there was on another medium though at that time.
What, YouTube or
It was YouTube, but it's
David
on
Byrne, Lionsgate, BFit?
BFit.
BFit, yeah.
That's what it is. I gotta tell Liz.
Don't tell her I fell when I came.
I won't.